Hello everyone, it's Wills aka The Law here with another fantastic 4v4 map overview. This is week 6, Payload Waste B4. Now this map is extremely unique. This is the only tug of war map currently in UGC rotation. I was used Highlander a couple seasons ago and it was a pretty interesting map. But yeah, there's really nothing else like it, so let's start talking about it. This is normally where I talk about the rollouts, but turns out when this starts, you've got 30 seconds to walk to point, and no matter how fast you get there, there are gates right here and up on top here. So you have to wait before you can go anyway. So there's really no point to roll out. Your best bet is just to build Uber. Because it's still going to be setup time, your Uber builds at max anyway. So just walk and get ready. When the 30 seconds is up and the round begins, there are 3 ways to go out. There's tracks, there's underneath, and then there's up on balcony, or bats. All 3 get you to this midpoint. Obviously the difference in timing is almost completely negligible because you can just stand at the gate. This is the bomb. Both teams can get health and ammo from it, and both teams can push it. To win a round, you have to push it all the way through the tracks to the opponent's spawn. A lot of the fighting is going to be centralized around this mid-fight area, and this map is also a King of the Hill map in some versions, so you can kind of treat it like that for the mid-fight at least. Once you get the momentum, and once you get it through this tunnel area here, it becomes way harder for the other team to win at all. It's going to be a lot faster in 4v4 because when it was played in Highlander, you always have an engineer, you've got always a sniper, you've got the heavy. It's really slow to push it and get past that defense. At the same time, 4v4, it's going to be all about DM, all about the mid-fight, and all about getting enough momentum to get through. The 2 places you're going to want your combo to be is either up here or down here. Both have their strengths and weaknesses, and it really depends where your opponent's combo is. If you can get eyes on their combo before the gates open, like for example, you've got your person, you've got a scout or any class up here, and you see that they're down there behind that gate, that's good. Rotate your combo up here. Now you've got the spam advantage, and you can spam damage into their choke. If you don't see them there, then you can assume that they're probably up top here. In which case, it's still probably decent to come out this way. Just has to have a height advantage. Soldiers, very strong in this mid-fight. Demos can get a lot of spam, especially now that the sticky change has been revoked. The only really kind of sneaky play you want to think about is sending a scout through under. If they don't have anyone watching here, it's really easy to either run up these stairs or just run all the way through. Even a bonked scout, get a little extra speed. Right back through here. If their combo's not very aggressive, they're kind of holding here, seeing if they can push out. Scout can just come through, backscatter, would even work pretty cool. Just come back, boom, boom, done. These ledges have health and ammo. There's a medium health pack in the middle here. And there's a medium health and small ammo pack inside each of these buildings there. Flank classes obviously use that to your advantage. If you're running a heavy to mid, which is definitely an option in a map like this when you have the health and ammo dispenser of the cart, going around the outside of these roadblocks here gives you a lot more survivability and blocks a lot of spam. Pipes have to be direct, rockets have to be direct, saves you from some spam. Sniper is very strong at this mid fight. If you've got a sniper up on here, you can watch down there and across pretty well. You've got the added benefit of this shield here to block most of the spam and bullets coming your way. You cannot go on top of there, but you can go on top of here, and with a triple jump you can climb up. Or you just do it that way. And a scout can get on top of here, but you cannot stand on top of that light, though it does have collision. So with all this setup time, you can easily make it to the point as any class.
Begins in 30 seconds.
So as you can see, cart moves pretty quickly. Gives you health and ammo. And you've got a decent amount of time between caps. The cart does hold doors open. So keep in mind that if you're trying to push through there and the door opens, the cart will keep it open until it's out of range. Once you capture that second point, you get forward spawns right here. You can re-enter spawns and everything. Very kind of them. This forward spawn is obviously huge. You can get really close really quickly. In this secondary point area, keep in mind there's ammo right by where the forward spawn is. There's health back underneath. And then there's this entire side flank room. It's got ammo, health, more health and ammo here and here. And then has access to the upper area. When defending this area, an engineer is extremely powerful, as in most payload maps. The only downside to running an engineer is that it really limits your pushing power. Most likely you're going to be building a level 3 sentry, and you can have it sitting in this kind of area, or if you're a bit more confident with your team's aggression, you can have it here, watching more of the cart track. This room is pretty symmetrical. They got stairs on both sides, and the only kind of difference is you have an entrance on this left side, very strong for the combo to pop through, and on this side you've got this little mini tower here, which can give you access to the upper area. Here's a really good spot for a soldier or scout to stand, so when they push the cart through, you can just shoot them. And as you're pushing the cart through, it's really strong to have one scout on here and your combo push in through this left side or upper. You got a nice health pack here if you get spammed a little bit. And you can pop through and get frags and just push the cart in. So general tips and tricks. You have time to build a full Uber during the setup time. Because of that, I strongly recommend using default Uber, at least for your first medic's life. The advantage to crits over Uber is that it builds faster. If you know that both teams are going to have it, there's really not much point to having crits if the other team can have Uber. Unless, and this is a good tip, run Spy for the first couple seconds just to see what medigun their medic is using. Even if it's renamed, if your Spy has the 3D modeling in the lower left corner, you can see what the actual medigun is. Fight around the cart if you can. The added health and ammo that it'll give you in a fight is equivalent of sitting on a dispenser for an entire fight. It can really add up over a few seconds or so. Though it looks like it, there is no collision on these meat hooks, so don't worry about jumping into them or around them. Once you cap the midpoint, you get this forward spawn here. Your opponent still goes to the regular spawn, but you get a pretty decent advantage getting you back to the point. So it's strongly in your favor to cap first before you die and just keep a little over the line during the fight, because your respawns will get back much faster. Other important mechanics to note is that the cart will heal you regardless of who has it. So even though it's being captured by red right now, if I went blue and got on the cart, I would still get health and ammo from it as I pushed it back. Finally, the last big mechanics point in this map is that regardless of who has the cart, if it's on red side or blue side, respawn timers are the same. They're about 13 seconds for both teams. Final pointers, if you're a soldier going in for a bomb, keep in mind that if you land in this water, even though it's totally shallow, you take no fall damage, no matter what. Just to demonstrate, here's there is no water. I do the same jump, no fall damage. Because of the snowball effect forward spawns give you on this map, means that being aggressive on this map is hugely beneficial. Any distance you move the cart forward is not only time in your favor, but time your opponents will have to spend pushing it back just to regain map control. As with most payload maps, just keeping the cart moving is just a huge advantage and can really benefit you. Yes, it's not as important as a usual payload map where your time getting to the end matters, but even so, if you can push it for an extra 5 seconds that maybe you could have been fighting instead, that means that even if you go down, that's 5 seconds they have to spend pushing the cart rather than killing the rest of your team. Demoman traps, really big on this map. There's some great areas to trap, like this door, this shutter here, this choke, this wall right here. You can even get some on the ceiling. This choke, even up there. Demoman can be extremely defensive and really powerful. In that way, if you really want to go defensive demo, Scottish Resistance is actually not bad for this map. That said, if you're confident with your Demoman DM, then just regular M1, M2 stickies will do the job more than well enough. This is kind of a cool way to flank. You do go into water, so you can put yourself out there, but it allows you to come up if the enemy is pushing in. It's a neat way to flank around. You cannot come up through here, though. So the mechanics of Tug of War have changed. It used to be that if you had it on your opponent's side, you would win the round if the time ran out. But the change has been that you need to actually capture the cart, push it all the way to the end to win. So as always, thanks for watching, guys. Best of luck on Friday. And as the season starts to wind down, keep going. Hope to see you guys all in playoffs.